What is up, PRFFFFLMP Season 2 ERS? We're back at it with another episode, another banger for sure. I am one of your hosts, Trevor, and this is the other one of the hosts.
Sam, it's me,
And we have a very special guest,
Josiah Downey.
Messiah, or
Woo.
as he likes to be called, Big Daddy on campus.
Yeah,
That is, I specifically requested to be called that by Trevor
Yeah,
before
he
we
did.
started
Yeah, early
recording.
on, he was like, "Hey, can you call me Big Daddy on campus?"
so Josiah, I've got a question. What is the higher honor for you? Is it knowing that you're going to become a dad, or is it being a guest on season 2 of the Party Room Film Festival Fantasy Football League podcast?
Right.
Ooh, ooh,
Season 2.
that's a tough question to answer. So Melissa is within hearing distance of this currently, so
Hmm.
not that that would have any bearing on
Of course
anything.
not.
But I
No,
do
no, I
think
think
that
that's
Right,
the other
yeah.
thing related.
fatherhood might slightly edge out. This is podcast. This
Okay.
is fatherhood. So
Okay. I
Okay.
see.
pretty close.
Well, I'll take it, but just this once. Just since you're in first place, we'll accept it because you're winning,
Yeah.
Now, just, since we have, the man in first on the podcast here, tell us a little bit, what was your drafting strategy? What's your GM strats? You've been crushing it this season,
Yeah.
just blowing people out. What kind of advice do you have for those of us at home that might be doing a lot worse than you?
Well, I would say starting off, my drafting strategy really came down to the word auto.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, that was the entire strategy. I don't think I looked at it until it was done.
Okay.
So
So how
that
many how many NFL games have you watched this year?
I've watched at least part of
Okay.
all of the Eagles
Okay.
games. Go Birds.
Go
Um,
Birds.
Oh my gosh,
and
another
then
Eagles fan.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
and then I mean, I grew up in Eagles country. Like everybody was an Eagles fan and in the area of Pennsylvania where I was at pretty much. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, my strategy really comes down to making sure that my roster has people who are not injured slash on bye. Um,
You know,
Good
I've
you could
strategy.
you
I've
could probably
rotated.
teach Zach a few things about that strategy.
Yeah, maybe wait to teach Zach a few things until next week.
Hmm. Fair, fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've tried out a lot of different quarterbacks and
Hmm.
they've all been, okay for the most
Yeah.
part. Um, yeah, Purdy seemed like he was going to be pretty good and but he keeps getting
He
injured.
yeah,
So,
his body isn't functioning properly, which is tough.
Yeah.
yes. And then I had CD Lamb and he was really good at the beginning and then he was out for like 4 or 5 weeks and now he's on bye again, so that's not ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah, it really just kind of comes down to kind of yeah, keeping people in the rotation,
Hmm.
working
Hmm.
through. I kept
That's good
debating
advice.
whether to put Goddard in or not, and every time I wouldn't put him in, he would do really well. So now I just kind of put him in every time
Yeah.
uh, if he's not on by, and that's been working pretty well.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes you
fair.
just gotta roll with who's working. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's just get rolling here. I'm gonna share my screen because I know how to do that.
Sounds good.
All right. Now, do you guys see my screen?
sure do.
I do.
Excellent. So here we are, week 9. Um, just start at the top, I suppose, right? Cruise on
Yeah.
through. So this was me and Andrew. This was the Trevor versus the Best Men, which is not a team by Josiah, obviously, even though Josiah
Yeah,
is the picture. Yeah.
Josiah, your team's sitting at 8-1. How does it feel that how do you feel knowing that you're the profile picture for a team that's 4-5?
Mm.
That's true. I'm facing him this week, so it's like I'm almost like facing myself in a way, which is eerie. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if, you know, Andrew's team had done a little bit better over the course of
Yeah.
this, but we'll see how it goes this week.
Yeah. So, Andrew was obviously very happy to see Lamar Jackson back in his lineup. There's
Yep.
no way he couldn't have been, right? Um,
It
Unfortunately,
helps that
Lamar
he was
Jackson
going up
just
against
couldn't
the
get it done.
Dolphins too. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what else do we have here? What's some I mean, I think the big standout here, right, is everyone's
Brock
best
Bowers,
friend,
yeah.
Brock Bowers. He finally came back from injury and he came back with a vengeance. He
Yep.
said, I haven't played a ton of weeks. I need to get my stats up. And so
Wow, yeah.
he
His
just
stats
had
went up.
an absolute monster of a game. I mean,
Yeah.
even these are like fine-ish, but 13 targets, 12 catches, 127 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I don't know what more you can ask for, right? I mean, I guess 4 touchdowns, but
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Any number that's higher
somebody
than three.
yeah, yeah.
somebody dropped Brock Bowers in another league that I'm in because he was hurt for 3 weeks, and I
Hmm.
picked him up on waivers and started him, and it worked out.
Yeah. I can't imagine actually dropping him. That's kind of insane.
That is pretty insane. So yeah, that was a huge week for him. I mean, he
Yeah.
was Andrew's point total 79 this week. I mean, Brock Bowers almost got half.
Yeah.
He almost got half of what Andrew's entire team did.
If if we had traded tight ends, if I had had Hunter Henry and he had had Brock Bowers, I think he would have beaten me. He definitely would have beaten me,
Hmm.
Oh, for sure.
and it wouldn't have been close. Um, so yeah, big week for Brock Bowers. That's the shining star in my lineup here. Now, my starting quarterback did get injured. He broke his elbow. It now bends the opposite way that it's supposed to. So that's
Ooh,
not good.
that's unfortunate.
Fortunately, it's not his throwing arm. So, you just strap that thing up and keep going. Um,
So is he going to be out? How long is he going to be out?
they haven't set an official timeline yet. But he is going to be out for some games. But I
Yeah.
think initially people kind of thought it was going to be a season-ending injury, and it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
I do know that there is a couple of people out there that have a few extra quarterbacks on their team. Are you looking to make a trade, or are you going to roll with a waiver wire pickup or a bench
So I already
option?
I already had Tyler Shuck. Um,
Um,
now, while I
I knew
really
you rolled with Spencer Radler for a couple of weeks too.
I did, yeah. There was actually I don't remember who it was. I could probably look here if I switch real quick. You can see. Okay, I added Jacoby Brissett,
Okay, that's pretty good.
so I'm content starting Jacoby Brissett. Um, but yeah, and then not a lot to speak of over here on Andrew's side, other than Lamar had a good week back at it. Um, I guess Jalen Warren was okay beating Indy, but for the most
Yeah,
part, the big thing comes down to he didn't start Colston Loveland.
Ooh, yeah, that would have made a difference.
That's a tough one. I think he scored 2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 118 yards, 6 catches. I mean, pretty monster. I mean, that was his breakout game, right? Beyond that, he has
yeah.
done absolutely nothing. So,
So here's the thing for everybody going forward. If you have a player that's playing against the Cincinnati Bengals, you should start them because the Bengals defense is horrible. Colston Loveland was like surrounded by five Bengals players and
mhm.
still scored a 58-yard touchdown. So
Yeah,
if you've got a player going up against the Bengals, play them.
just play him. Yep.
Unless it's Romo Dunze, but they don't play them again.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a tough one.
yeah, Andrew's team, go back up there. It's. I don't see a whole lot. I mean, Cortland Sutton's been okay. Xavier Worthy is almost next to nothing now that Rashee Rice is back. Zach Charbonnet's a backup.
Yeah,
Darnell Mooney, I don't know. I mean, I know Andrew had like Saquon Barkley on a bye this week, but
correct. Yeah,
I don't know. I know we said it before, but Andrew's team is just it
in
makes me
disarray.
cringe.
In
It makes me
disarray.
cringe every time I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, tough. Tough, tough, tough. So next up, we've got the oddballs and the diggers. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about this one here, Sam?
Yeah, so hottest team in the league, coming in, officially now the hottest team in the league,
Hmm.
7 straight wins. Um, Good matchup. Came down to the last minute again. This is the second week that I've won a game because my opponent had a player turn the ball over. So I think it was week 3 or 4 that I played Aaron,
Yeah.
and Derrick Henry fumbled, lost the fumble, and then lost a couple points for that and helped me win.
Yeah.
And then this week, Cody's up by zero point 0.2 points, and then Dak Prescott throws an interception on
Mm,
his last throw of the game, and Cody loses the point. I win by zero point 0.8.
Yeah.
Um,
wow.
so I got to give props to Cody. I've said it many a times. Cody is all in on fantasy football. He loves it. He was texting me about how mad he was that he couldn't watch the game in his hotel room. Um, so Cody was, me and Cody were going back and forth, trash talking each other. Um, Very happy to come out with the win. I
Yeah.
had a pretty good effort overall for my team.
Yeah.
Outside of Bill
You did.
Krosky, Bill Krosky and Trey Tucker didn't do much, but everybody else did pretty solid.
Yeah. Bill Krosky has been one of the most frustrating players in fantasy football all season, I think.
Yeah,
We,
he had all that hype going in, and
hmm
he's had 2 good weeks, and I didn't start him either of those weeks. I think I've started him every other week.
Yeah. It's tough when his projection every week is 10 points. How are you,
Yeah,
in every week it seems like, oh, this is a good matchup. And then he just, I don't know if he's ineffective or the offense is ineffective or a little bit of both.
Why does
yeah.
it
I
say
can give.
it's questionable due to teeth?
That's a good question. I guess his tooth. Maybe he has a toothache.
Yeah, he was limited because of his teeth. I don't have any more than that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe his dentist could tell you. We don't have
Yeah.
the
He does appear to
HIPAA
have nice
HIPAA
teeth though.
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have pretty nice teeth. Um, but what else? What else we got going here? I mean, pretty average
JSN
across the board.
JSN is I think the best wide receiver in fantasy this season so far. Is he still? Do you know?
I believe so. He's almost at 1,000 yards.
Yeah. That's impressive to be at 1,000 yards before week 10 and having
Yeah.
already had his bye.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's having a huge year. I mean, look at those numbers. He's had over 100 yards in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
Yeah.
He's not putting up a lot of touchdowns, but he's getting a lot of yards and a lot of catches.
Hmm.
So he's having a great year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, unfortunate for Cody there. Michael
Hmm.
Pittman had another good week. Nico Collins bounced back too.
Yeah. Nick
Not
Chubb.
a lot in the running back category for Cody there. I think that's kind of what hurt him.
Yeah.
Where he had a couple of guys have bigger weeks, and I just had a little bit more
Mhm.
consistency.
Yeah, Kamani Vidal has definitely looked like a backup running back where
Mhm.
in good game like he's not ever making his team better, I don't think. You
Yeah,
know, in games where they're supposed to win, he looks great. In games where they're not supposed to win, he just doesn't get it done.
yeah.
So I mean, but
So,
hey, it's a waiver wire ad at the end of the day, that's kind
yeah.
of what you get.
What did we have in our benches? Ooh,
Uh
Cody
Oh,
left a lot on his bench.
yeah, the big one is Caleb Williams, right?
yeah, that one.
Yeah. I mean, that's tough. I mean, like, do you start Caleb Williams over Dak? I mean, maybe going up against the
Against the
Bengals.
Bengals, I probably
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. But Prescott's had a decent year. I mean, the
Yeah.
Cowboys are bad, but
Well, even like had you started Chad Ryland versus Tyler Loop.
mm, he only needed zero point 0.8 more points.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that was a rough loss for Cody, but I'll take it.
Tough one.
So
Tough one. Next up we have um, you know, the formerly tied for first. Now he's down to 7-2 after this week.
Hmm.
two
Uh,
game
it,
losing streak.
Now, Sam, if we say that you're the hottest team in fantasy football, does that make Matt the coldest team in fantasy football?
I think it does. I think the logic stands.
Yeah. Um, Really not a
Just
bad performance from Matt. I mean, Rico Dowdle, that Dowdle had a great week.
Came back, yeah.
Um,
Um,
New England.
I like this running back matchup here. You have Dowdle versus Hubbard on the other
Mm-hmm.
side there.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do we feel about this Chuba Hubbard?
He was pretty dry this week.
Mm-hmm. He definitely
Yeah,
ran dry.
Yeah.
yeah. Josiah, how does that make you feel when the Chuba Hubbard runs dry?
It's a sad week when that happens. One
Sad.
of
Sure.
the worship pastor at my church is a big Carolina fan, and he went to see them playing Green Bay. Um, so I mean,
Well,
he's
you got to
happy
see
they
him.
won, but yeah, that's a rough game for Chuba.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. You got to see him win.
Yeah.
What else do you see here, Josiah, that sticks out to you?
Drake London getting 34 points. That's pretty dang impressive.
3 touchdowns. Yeah.
Kansas City's defense this was a very poor game defensively on both sides, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Not a
Yeah, I
whole
think
lot of nothing going on.
the big thing I think is you look at these first two numbers, right? Joe Flacco, everyone's favorite Joe that plays for the Cincinnati Bengals,
Hmm.
and uh and Drake London, right? I mean, both of them between the two of them, you're putting up almost 70 points. It's going to be really hard to lose games when two dudes are putting up 66 points,
Yeah.
Mhm.
67
Yeah.
points.
Joe Flacco that was a career day for him. That was the most
Yeah, that was
passing
the
yards he's
most
ever
career
had in a
yards
game.
he's ever thrown in a game. I think he was almost over 400 yards. Sorry, yeah, 470
Yep.
yards.
Wow.
And they lost.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, really good week for Mitchell's team. Maserati Marv, definitely Maserati Marv this week,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean, you look at both of the teams, and just overall across the board, you wouldn't think that you would think it would have been maybe a little bit of a closer matchup, but
Yeah.
Flacco and London
Yeah.
really, really went crazy for Mitch.
Yeah.
I think Mitch has got to be happy with Joe Flacco as his quarterback now.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it kind of panned out for him that he no longer has Joe Burrow, right? Or
Josh
Josh
Allen, yeah,
Allen. Yeah.
Mhm.
He did leave his Penix in on the bench though.
yeah. You gotta get your Penix in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe not against. Well, maybe not when you got Flacco. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, when you got Flacco, keep your Penix put away.
That's what the people have been telling me to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Are we worried about Matt's team at all, or I don't think
I don't
so. I
think
mean,
so. I mean, again, this is a respectable week. 108 points wins you a lot of fantasy football games.
Yeah. He's got
Keenan
more points
Allen,
overall than I do
yeah,
currently.
he does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen had a bit of a slow week. Amon-Ra was kind of an average week for him, right? You kind of expect him to hit those mid double digits.
Hmm.
Achan, I guess you would have expected a little more, but sometimes I think you see a projection of 17 and think like, I don't know, that's a little unobtainable, but what do I know, I guess.
Yeah, I mean he's a workhorse in that offense,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know, but
Um, and
definitely
then obviously,
outplayed projection.
hmm
Or sorry, I'm looking at Dowdle, but yeah,
Trevor, asking for a friend, are we gonna leave the pink circle on
for the time being
permanently?
at least.
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's in a pretty good spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
It's
leave
kind of
it
nice
for
because I can
future
move
sake.
around and I can like highlight different characters or different people.
Okay, I see. Just checking.
Hmm.
just in case Mitchell's actually listening, Rashid Shaheed got traded to the Seahawks. I don't know
Big
if
for
that's good or
Raheem.
bad for him.
But yeah,
I would
it's
think
tough.
it's I would think it's good for him. I mean, now he's got a good quarterback.
Yeah. The problem is that he's no longer the guy. Now it's JSN.
Yeah,
But sometimes being the second guy gets you a little bit better. It can help occasionally
hey, I mean,
because
like,
you're never drawing the number one corner anymore.
here's a guy that Josiah will know his name. T. Higgins is a number 2 guy in
Hmm.
his team,
Hmm.
and we'll see what he did later in this
Hmm.
episode.
We will indeed. Will indeed.
Yeah.
Dang T.
So next up, we've got, man, the closest matchup of the week.
Oh wow.
Well, I think mine and Cody's match was actually closer, but actually, I don't want to do the math right now.
Yeah, I don't know, but
No, it was yeah, mine and Cody's match was closer, but this one was Aaron had
devastating,
to be shaking his boots.
devastating loss, you know. I
Who,
mean,
who would we have wanted to take from Aaron? I mean, Puka or Derrick Henry,
Puka,
or who would
Puka
have been the third guy?
Henry, probably Puka Henry or Tyler Warren, maybe
Yeah,
DJ Moore.
yeah.
Probably DJ Moore, right? I mean, I think DJ Moore has had,
He's been meh this year. I mean, he had a good game
yeah,
against the Bengals, but again, that's
yeah.
the Bengals.
I'd probably say Puka Henry or Warren.
Really, for Warren, it's just the fact that he's a Colt, and that would have been really hurtful for Aaron.
It would have, but also, I
But
mean, for getting those, like he's been a very quality tight end.
yeah, yeah. But you know what? Aaron doesn't have to worry about it. So
Right. That's right.
I I was in the car. Not really. My phone was dead too during that 4 o'clock session of games, so I didn't
Yeah.
even really know that this game was even close.
Yeah.
Because last time I saw it, Aaron was winning pretty easily. But who do we have? Kareem Hunt and Josh Allen put up
Yeah.
40 points. Um,
Yep. Yep.
which
And
helped.
then the Houston kicker went crazy.
That was I think that was a waiver wire pickup for the Dewey.
Yeah. Now Kyle Monangai, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
He was
Breakout
the
week,
guy this
obviously.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Once I saw that DeAndre Swift was out for the Bears, I was like, "Oh, great! The Dewey needs a running back, and what better
Yeah.
running back to pick up than the starting running back for a team against the Cincinnati Bengals?"
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, 176 rushing yards,
So
no touchdowns.
here's a fun little fact. It would have really it would have helped if he had a touchdown. But here, the last year, the Bengals traded a seventh round pick to the Bears for Khalil Herbert, and the Bears used that pick on Kyle Monangai.
Hmm.
And then he goes for 176 yards against the Bengals.
Wow. Now where's Kyle Herbert now?
I have no idea.
Fair enough.
But yeah, tough loss for the Dewey. That would have been he would have been really dangerous had he gotten
Yeah.
another good player. Especially if he had gotten Puka. I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
you get Josh Allen, Puka, and then another decent receiver, a couple decent running backs.
Yeah.
Oh
He
boy.
could have ran away with this very quickly.
Yeah.
If he had won early on in the season, then we could be facing a possible vampire Dewey
Yeah.
of of the
Yeah, I
season.
think we are probably late enough in the season where he's not going to be able to make the playoffs,
Yeah.
but he will probably ruin someone's team before they get to the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Have you played the vampire? Have either of you played the vampire yet?
I've played him, yeah.
Yeah, I played him as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're all safe from the
I kicked his
vampire.
teeth in. I
Good.
can't wait for, I think Matt plays him the last week. Is that right?
Yeah, Matt will have to play him a second time in the
Yeah.
last week of the season.
So, I mean, if the Vampire Dewey can get two acquisitions before the last week, he could be really scary and take Matt's team from being, a a real contender to just limping into the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Especially, he's the coldest team in the league right now too, so he
Mm-hmm.
needs he
Mm-hmm.
needs everything he can get. But let's give Aaron the credit where credit's due. Um, really good week all across the board. Herbert was good. DJ Moore was really good. Um, Puka's hurt, I think, isn't he? He got hurt for the
He did,
second
yeah.
half,
That's
so
correct. Yeah.
he did all of that in the first half, 19
Wow.
points.
Yeah.
Um,
Now I will
so
say, I'm a little disappointed that Aaron didn't start Indiana Jones for two reasons. One, because he would have lost, but also because he didn't have faith in Indiana Jones.
yeah, come on, Aaron, what you doing? Why do you should have started Danny Dimes?
Hmm. All right. Let's
But
cruise on down. Next up, we have another matchup that
Scat
was
Pack.
a whole lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah, this is another hot team. The Scat Pack, the
It's-
hot
yeah,
Scat.
I mean, I think they're 3-0 through the last 3 weeks, I believe.
That's right. Now, Josiah, you talked earlier about your strategy of making sure that you played, active players each week.
Yeah.
Um, Zach is not really doing that. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, that was the first thing as you scrolled down. I noticed there's a lot of empty slots in this game, which I
Yeah.
can kind of understand the defense one because sometimes defenses can make you lose points.
Yeah.
But yeah, not having a kicker, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Or having some kind of a wide receiver in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Especially
as a
because I think he does have a wide receiver.
yeah, and a
And
good one too.
yeah,
He really should be starting Rashee Rice.
and
He,
like just perchance had he taken this wide receiver and put him there, he would have won.
Yeah.
Um,
So as a fellow like council member, Josiah, do you feel any obligation to be like, hey Zach, you should maybe do something with your fantasy team, or are you just like competitive spirit, less competition for me if he's not checking his team?
Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't doing as well as I am, then I might care a little bit more. But yeah, I'm okay with him coasting along.
And see, you can say that because I don't think Zach listens to this.
no, no
Probably
shot.
He
not.
should. He should. Zach, you should listen to this because we're
Yeah.
going to tell you to check your team. But
It's a very effective way to get his attention.
Yeah.
hey, maybe it'll work. A broken clock's right twice a day.
That's what they
32
say.
minutes into a
A,
podcast
a,
episode that he's not
a,
going to watch.
a
Yeah.
blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again, right?
Yep.
Same.
Um, yeah,
But
the
good
other
week
one,
for Paul. Yeah.
Gino on the bench. No, I don't think you're ever starting Gino over Drake May,
No,
but
Drake May's playing great this year.
that's another one where I guess he still would have lost with that, but it would have been a little closer.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, interesting choice here to just I do appreciate the ride or die New York Jets defense.
Hmm.
Now I will
They just
say
traded
I
their
don't
two best players too.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if he knows this, but they've traded away all of the good players on that defense.
Oh,
So now that defense will be much worse than it was before,
Yeah.
which doesn't bode well for ride or die New York Jets defense.
But you know what? Wow, 2 weeks in the negative, that's bad.
yeah.
Um, we talked a lot last year about Paul's loyalty to T.
Hmm.
Higgins.
Hmm.
Um, Paul's won 3 in a row. Who are we to say that he needs to switch anything?
Not me. It is real quick though. Is this just an interesting stat that the New York Jets have only scored in integers of three?
That's pretty funny.
That is true.
Like 0, 3, 9, 0, -3, 9, 6, -3.
That's an interesting stat to keep up with. I like that.
Yeah.
That feels suspicious.
Right. Surely someone's gambling on this, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Maybe you got to get the FBI involved.
Yeah. Well, we might need to keep an eye on this moving forward and see what kind of trends we can follow with this New York Jets scoring defense.
Yeah, Paul, keep the Jets in your lineup because we
Keep
don't
them
want
in
to
there.
have to we don't want to have to look for them.
Yeah, if
And
you drop them, I will never do this. But
Yeah.
if you leave them in your lineup, we'll look at it every week.
Well, yeah. Zach needs to check his team. Paul needs to not drop the Jets. All
True.
right.
Next up, we have Levi's Logs and the J team.
Ooh.
Two
Is
teams
this
really
the
fighting for their playoff lives.
is this the Baja Blasting of the week?
I believe this is, in fact, I mean, it's a 60-point difference. It's got to be the Baja Blasting.
Yeah.
Every single player on Levi's team could have scored twice as many points as they scored, and they still would have lost, right? Am I crazy?
No, I
No.
mean if you doubled
No.
Levi's score, he would have won. But
116.
You're right.
yeah,
I'm
he lost by
making this up. You're
Just
right.
Yeah.
kidding.
You're right. He lost by less. Yeah, not 60.
But you
Math
know
is
what?
hard.
Let's all say it together. Levi
Levi
got
got
Baja
Baja
blasted.
blasted. Um, yeah, tough break with Christian McCaffrey just being an absolute monster, right?
Mhm.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do against that.
Did you know? I saw this fun fact. Christian McCaffrey's longest rush this season, 16 yards.
That is very impressive for how
And
many
look at the
touchdowns and yards he has.
yeah, and look at those numbers that he's putting up. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets a lot of receiving yards, but
Well, that's what I was
I
gonna
thought that
say.
was an interesting stat.
He's working his way towards 1,000 yard receiving season.
Yeah, he's
Like,
got more receiving yards than rushing yards.
yeah, I think he likely, maybe not likely, but there's a decent chance he hits 1,000 receiving yards.
Yeah, he still got his bye week coming up, but
Yeah, but he's got 6 games.
yeah, he's the number 3 ranked player in fantasy
Impressive.
this season. That's really good. I know Tanner was a little worried about that, but
Yeah,
uh, he's been healthy. He's been great.
yeah. Um, Now little tough here for Levi starting a tight end from the Jets that didn't play. Um, Surely there's another tight end he could have played. Yeah, he could have started TJ Hawkinson. Now, granted, he would have still lost by a
Yeah,
lot.
he would have just have lost by a little bit
Oh,
less.
Yeah,
yeah,
still
just
would have gotten Baja blasted.
mildly less. Yeah,
Just a medium Baja blast instead of a large.
yeah. Josh Jacobs had a good week. Uh, Bryce had a pretty terrible week.
Yeah, that was. Does he have another? Does he have another quarterback? Oh, he's got Kyler Murray, and he's hurt.
Yeah. Uh,
Ooh. Levi might need another quarterback
yeah.
because I don't know if I feel good going forward. Bryce Young.
Or Kyler Murray.
Yeah, well, he's on the IR now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, tough. I don't know what the play is, but he's got to find. I mean, I think Tyler Shuck has recently been dropped back to waivers, so if he's interested in Tyler Shuck, he can pick
Yep.
him up.
Yep. I know. I know Aaron's got 3 quarterbacks. I know
Yeah,
Jacob's got 3 quarterbacks.
yeah.
But what else? What else can we say here about Tanner's team? I mean,
Christian McCaffrey's
not
really
a
good at
yeah,
football.
not a whole lot everywhere else. I mean, Mark Andrews had a good week, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Um, J.K. Dobbins coming up with -2 receiving yards. You like to see that in a
big
winning
fan.
effort.
Big fan of that one. Yeah. Dicker the kicker, good week.
Yeah,
Um,
just rough week for Levi. That's a nasty.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Tough one there.
Yeah,
And then Sam
Levi's
Darnold on the
dropping
bench
some
here.
blood.
Just think if he'd started Sam Darnold over Jordan Love,
You
that's
know what?
another
Would you
15 points.
is what are their respective rankings on the year? Is Darnold having a better year than
Oh, no
Jordan
doubt.
Love?
Yeah, ranked 22. No way Jordan Love's higher than that. Oh, I guess he is. But
Well, you don't come here for the analysis.
that's right. That's right. But also
Come
I
for
feel
the
like
analysis. Go with your gut feeling.
I would probably play Sam Darnold, but that's just me.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's he's having a good year. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, that's a big, like you said, big win for Tanner to kind of stay in the playoff push.
Yeah. Next up, I think this is our last one. We'll let Josiah take over for this one here.
Yeah, overall for Ugg, it just was kind of a lackluster week. I mean, Devontae Adams, he did pretty solid.
Yeah.
Mac Jones did what they projected he would do. And then
Hmm.
everybody else just got a little, just didn't really get anywhere. Uh,
Yeah.
especially CeeDee Lamb. I was hoping that he would have a really big game. I was like, there's still a chance
Yeah.
he would just get some touchdowns and all that. I was like, there could still be a chance on that final game, but
Yeah.
T Higgins had dug a hole too deep for us to climb out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to feel bad losing to somebody that didn't play a defense, right?
Yeah, yeah. I guess the Philadelphia defense will be extra well rested since he
That's right.
and I'm ready to go.
Now this
This
is
is
a
a big.
pretty big blow here, losing Tucker
Mm.
Kraft. How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that because he's been doing really well. How
Mhm.
badly is he injured,
Oh,
you think?
he's out for the season. He tore his ACL.
Well, that's
That's
unfortunate.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Yeah.
You know, I'm no doctor, but it's bad.
My
Yeah, I'm not that
brother-in-law.
kind of doctor, but that's bad.
Ooh,
Yeah,
You have Dallas Goddard though. He is the number one tight end on the year, so I think you'll be okay.
is
I'll
he
keep
really?
playing him for sure.
Surely
I'm
that's not true.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
I think you're. I'm gonna fact check you.
You guys keep chatting. I'll fact check
No,
myself.
I'm okay. Well, I'm already here.